It's that time of year again. Christmas is finally around the corner again. So it's time to indulge in all those wonderful Christmas habits that we all have. Staying home, getting wrapped in a blanket with some hot cocoa, coffee for me, and enjoying one of the hundreds of Christmas specials that this world has to offer. Watching a good old Christmas movie / Christmas TV special is always a treat to see. In fact, I did a video on it last year that I highly recommend you checking out after you get done with this one. And as I've stated before, there are tons of classic ones, like the Rudolph Rankin-Bass film, the SpongeBob Christmas special, even the Peanuts Christmas special, just to name a few. All of these are just absolutely iconic. However, a problem starts to arise though. Now, I love these films, I love them to death, I will watch them every year. But I'm not gonna lie and say that some of these do get a little repetitive, being the only options out there. Like every year I know the Peanut special is gonna go on, I know Rankin-Bass's Rudolph is gonna go on. So as a kid and even now as an adult, I'm just constantly trying to find more ways to indulge myself and get a bit more of that Christmas spirit. But where though? If only there was some kind of place where a bunch of content creators could come together and perhaps make their own Christmas specials for the world to see. What? Right behind me? Yes, any Christmas special, anything you could think of is probably right here on YouTube. And that's going to be today's focus. We're going to be talking about the Christmas specials and all that fun stuff that comes out right here on YouTube. What's up, Danksters? Thanks for tuning in to a very special Christmas episode. Now, everyone's wanting to dive into the Christmas festivities around this year, and doing that on YouTube is no different. As you can imagine, of years and years of content creation on this platform, there is a surplus of Christmas content on here. And today I'm just going to go through a few that I watched back in the day and some I watch now. So strap in, we got a couple to talk about here. And starting off, the AVGN. Oh boy, talking about the AVGN again. I can't seem to fucking stop. Growing up, I was a huge fan of the AVGN. I absolutely loved every single nerd episode that would come out. And around every December, he would do annual Christmas specials. Now, the AVGN has a lot of Christmas specials. You know, doing it for 20 years, I imagine you build up a surplus. So we're only going to focus on a couple here. So to my knowledge, the very first Christmas special that the AVGN put out was on Bible games. This company called Wisdom Tree was trying to get around on Nintendo's rules on how many games they could make. So they figured that they would start pumping out Bible games because they thought Nintendo probably wouldn't go after religious games. Only problem with these games is that they're all really bad. So James, the AVGN, decided to review a couple for Christmas. I love how the opening here is a Christmas variant of the AVGN theme as well.
He's playing some games, the worst he recalls. He's gonna find out which one sucked the most balls. The angry video game nerd is here.
In fact, a lot of these content creators do a unique Christmas spin to their themes, and it's a really nice touch. However, for the AVGN, it wouldn't last long though. It would only last for this video and then the sequel of Bible Games 2, and then it would be gone forever. Unless there's some new one these days that I don't know about. For the video itself though, it's just your classic nerd episode. Watching them tear apart these games is always a fun time. There would actually be so many of these Bible games that James would actually have to do 3 parts. And if you happen to put all 3 together, that's damn near an hour long of James just talking about Bible games. Crazy. There will also be this 2-parter Christmas Carol special that he would do. Now this starts suddenly, but that's only because it's coming off of a collab that James did with a YouTuber called Captain S, another obscure YouTuber that is long forgotten nowadays. The first part is a Home Alone review, which is actually pretty good on its own, but it's not until the end where the whole Christmas Carol thing starts to come in. The second part is a lot more faithful to the Christmas Carol name, because now it becomes a parody of the old Christmas Carol movie, except with retro video games. Having James travel into the future thanks to the Spectre that shows up like in the original, but to see an old James play the Wii was crazy at the time. But I guess we're actually not too far off from that nowadays, since the Wii is becoming retro soon. I can't believe it turns 20 next year. This is still a really fun special. I love the Shaq Fu mini review in it, and for the time, the editing is really solid here. And after that, there would be this How the Grinch Stole Christmas parody, except the Grinch would be replaced with the nerd, and all of it would be drawn by the channel's co-creator, Mike Matei. Of course, they would change the story up a little bit, having the nerd being mad that the kids these days are getting better games than he did as a kid. So he plans to steal all of them and replace them with the shitty games he grew up with. But once the kids wake up, they start enjoying the shitty games, which confuses the nerd. But after thinking about it, he has a change of heart and gives everyone back their presents. Now, this is pretty much just how the AVGN stole Christmas, which is what they were going for, so well done, I guess. Mike Matei's drawings are actually pretty solid here. I mean, he's a pretty talented artist. He is the one who drew the first 100 thumbnails of the Angry Video Game Nerd, and does show up here and there to draw the other ones as well. Also, to have James rhyme every single sentence like a traditional Dr. Seuss book is pretty funny, I must admit.
Oh, Christmas. That time of year when everyone gets an awesome new video game. But the ones I always get are so unspeakably lame. Wall Street Kid is a game about cash and stocks. Might as well fill my Christmas socks with trash and severed cat cocks.
And it's here where I am going to move on from the nerd. There are tons, and I mean tons, of Christmas specials that this guy has done. I mean, he's done some solo videos like winter games. There's also like the 12 days of shitmas that he does. There's just so much Christmas content to cover for the nerd, but we're gonna end it here because I like to add a bit more variety to the video, and I feel like I've talked about James long enough. So moving on, another YouTube channel that I always watch around the holidays, and I always make sure to go through the entire playlist when Christmas is around the corner, but that is the Happy Console Gamer and his annual Christmas specials. And what these Christmas specials are, it would be Johnny, the Happy Console Gamer, getting into a room with his friend, Robman, as they would exchange presents. They would do this all the time, but in 2008 they decided to film it and share it with the world, creating a whole new phenomenon for the channel. Every year it was just a pleasure to watch, seeing each of them trying to surprise the other, and there actually have been some pretty grand moments on the show. Like in 2010 where Johnny got Robman a Mega Man Legend standee, and it just absolutely blew his mind.
My God! Oh my God! How?
Or the following year in 2011 where Johnny got Robman an entire Mega Man NES with matching controllers, and his reaction was just electric.
Gorgeous! Oh my God, thank you.
No problem.
So much. I know what I'm playing when I get home.
I just want to say here.
Or in 2018 where Robman went all out and got Johnny a Roy Fokker Macross outfit, completely blowing Johnny's mind, having him decked out with the helmet and the bomber jacket. And of course, seeing them open their presents and get their reactions out of it is a big reason on why I watch. But I also love watching for the stories that these guys tell. These two have a long history, and that's why I love the 2014 special where they just talk about Christmas memories, giving us a peek into their lives around Christmas time. Now, this is something they normally do, sharing memories. In fact, it's kind of the nature of Johnny's channel, but there's just something so special about the Christmas ones that I just love hearing. And what this means is, since it's December, that means the Christmas special of 2025 should be coming out sometime soon. And that has me super excited. I always watch them when they first release, and this year will be no exception. In fact, if it actually wasn't for Johnny and the Happy Console Gamer Show doing these Christmas specials, I would have never been inspired to do my Christmas specials. Johnny single-handedly inspired me to do mine. So I have nothing but the utmost respect for the man, and I cannot wait for the newest Christmas special to come out, Johnny. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I am a huge fan of cold ones. So the creators, Max and Chad, started a drinking channel about 7 years ago, at least at the time of this recording, and they have done a couple of Christmas videos. Their gift hauls are hilarious. I always put them on around this time of year, whether just to have as background noise while I'm working on current videos, or just to watch again, because they're just so funny. The first one especially, because while Max took it seriously, Chad thought it was just supposed to be funny meme gifts, so he didn't really contribute anything towards Max.
I didn't really get you too many good gifts.
What the?
I thought it was like a meme thing and like one.
But the following year, Chad would actually get it right, and it would be another funny Christmas special. They don't really do these anymore, unfortunately, and every year I'm always hoping that another one will pop up. Also, just a side note, I really want to try Grog Out. It's not anywhere near me, so I have to order it, and it costs a lot more when you order, so I would just really love to find some, you know. send me a package. Now the next channel we're going to talk about is one that I recently found out about like 2 or 3 years ago, and they make really decent content. That channel being Red Cow Entertainment. Now these guys aren't really defined by one thing, they are so much more. They do so many things on this channel. And one of those things is Christmas content, and there is no short supply of it either. Red Cow has done tons of Christmas content, whether it be Box Max, whether it be What's in Jun's Cart, whether it be snack tasting, or maybe just a Christmas special video altogether. They have it all. Sometimes they'll take their content and they'll put it all together and make 1-hour Christmas specials out of it. It's insane. The Red Cow crew in general is just a lot of fun to watch, but obviously around Christmas time, there's a bit more magic to it. I'm a big fan of these guys, and I have been watching them for a couple years, like I said. I even bought one of their Box Max shirts off their website because I fuck with them that hard. And I left a comment on their channel a while ago asking about a Christmas VHS, if Frankie's gonna get around to doing that, and he responded, yes, they plan to do that. So whenever they get around to releasing a VHS in the same vein as the best of or the Halloween ones, I'll definitely scoop that up. I'd love to be on the podcast one day. It'd just be a lot of fun to chat with them about whatever bullshit they wanted to. Okay, so that's gonna wrap it up with the specials for me right there. We have talked about only a few, but it filled up a lot of time. So around Christmas time, you obviously can't have it without some good Christmas music to go along with it. Now, just like the Christmas specials or the one-off Christmas videos people make on this platform, a lot of content creators have also made tons and tons of Christmas music. Now, obviously, I haven't listened to everyone, but 2 channels to me stick out in my mind, that being Fred and Shane Dawson. We'll start with Fred first. Now, back as a kid on YouTube, I was a huge Fred fan. I'd be excited every time he uploaded a video, and when he was releasing his first movie, I remember begging my parents for a copy of it. Fred would also do Christmas content as well, you know, his normal skits just with a Christmas theme to them. And we're not going to be discussing those today. We're going to be focused on Fred's Christmas music. Fred would do 2 to my knowledge, that being Christmas Cash and Christmas is Creepy. Christmas Cash is an upbeat song all about receiving money for Christmas instead of presents. All things considered, it's a pretty decent song actually. Fred has a pretty good flow with it. You can just about say the same thing to his other song, Christmas is Creepy. A song about the idea that it's kinda creepy that Santa sneaks in people's houses at night, so he has to be up to no good, right? It's another decent song, and to be honest, I bumped the shit out of this during Christmas as a kid. Honestly, if you could just get over the fact that it's Fred and enjoy it for what they are, these are actually pretty decent songs. And if I bumped the shit out of Fred music, boy, I was bumping the shit out of Shane Dawson's music as well. I know nowadays Shane Dawson is a bit of a controversial figure on YouTube, but I don't care. As a kid, I was a huge fan of Shane's content. Arguably, I shouldn't have been watching it, but it made me the man I am today. And just like Fred, every time Shane would upload, I would be just as excited about it. But when it comes to Christmas music, instead of doing something like Fred, Shane Dawson went down a more traditional route of things. Another 2 songs being Maybe This Christmas and This Christmas Life. And Buddy, come here, bring it in a bit. Both of these songs, absolute classics. This Christmas Life is great, don't get me wrong, but man, Maybe This Christmas is the best out of the 2, and it's the one I'm the most nostalgic for. I remember when it came out and just being so blown away by it. Little secret of mine is I've always wanted to make Christmas music, at least a song or 2. I saw everything I wanted to do in Shane Dawson's Maybe This Christmas song. Maybe This Christmas is about a ghost trying to reach out to his girlfriend one last time, so with a wish to Santa, the wish is fulfilled. The video is shot really nicely, like a lot of time and money went into it.
Maybe this year I won't be sad on Christmas. Maybe I'll have a happy holiday.
Damn, this song is so good. Shane absolutely kills it here in my opinion. Also, we can look at the comments as a little bit of a time capsule. Because of them, I was able to save this little gem. This is my favorite Christmas song by far. You rock, Shane, and I want is to be big on YouTube. Ah, yes. Memories. This Christmas Life is also really good. It's about a movie theater clerk wanting more out of life, and just trying to have a perfect Christmas for a change. So every year around this time, these two bad boys right here are definitely getting queued up. Okay, so right there I just shared with you a little bit of what Christmas could be like on YouTube. There are hundreds, if not thousands of content creators out there right now at this moment making their own little Christmas specials or Christmas videos to upload right now. There are so many options to pick from. I obviously couldn't go through all of them for two reasons. One, this video would go on forever, and two, that's just not physically possible. There's just so much content out there, including the one you're watching right now. I just love this holiday so much. I just enjoy making Christmas content so much. And if I can in any way, I don't know if these do, I just like to spread a little cheer and contribute to the holiday as a whole. In fact, I have a whole playlist that you can check out. It's pretty small right now, but over time more videos will be added to it, so if you want more Christmas fill after this, be sure to check that out. Well, Danksters, that is going to do it for me. Is there any kind of Christmas content that you come to the platform for? Is there one video that you just have to come back every year, or a song you have to come back to every year? Let me know in the comments down below. I would love to know, and I'll get to you when I get to you. So if you go to the description down below, you'll find all my socials as usual, along with the Discord and the Patreon that you can join if you want. No pressure, but they're there if you want it. But could I get you to hit that subscribe button and the bell for post notifications, because I wouldn't want you to miss a single upload of mine, and it would take like 2 seconds, and we'd really love to have you part of the Dankster Nation. Well, Danksters, that's going to do it for me today. I'm going to try to get some more content out for you all this month. But with all that said, remember, you're not going to get this kind of content anywhere else, and you want to know why? Because that's the Dankers difference.